What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the best franchise on YouTube, the Washington Football Team franchise. As always, I appreciate all the likes, comments, and all the recent subscriptions. We're almost up to 50 subscribers, guys. If you're new to the channel, you're checking out the video for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Really means a lot, and I really enjoy seeing that number go up. If you've been following the channel for a while, you already know what it is. It's week number 2 of our Washington Football Team franchise. Our football team is coming in off of a huge win. Week number 1, Sunday Night Football, against our division rivals, the Dallas Cowgirls, completely destroyed them, 35-7. Unfortunately, there is no Player of the Week winner this week. I thought that Antonio Gibson would have got the Player of the Week honors with his 3 rushing touchdowns in week 1. But I guess someone else in the league had like a much better performance. I think actually someone ended up getting like 4 rushing touchdowns with a running back or something like that. I don't know, something crazy. But I'm going to go ahead and give out my own Player of the Week honor, even though we didn't win it. And mine's going to Chase Young. Did you see the performance for Chase Young in week number 1? He had the 2 sacks, yeah, but he had so many more plays. He ended up causing that interception that Dak Prescott ended up throwing. I can't remember who it was that caught that. I think it might have been Reuben Foster. But yeah, Chase Young, speak of the devil, look at him getting the upgrade right now. He was single-handedly the reason why that defense, I feel basically the single reason why we just destroyed Dallas the way that we did. But anyways, here we are taking a quick look at our lineup. Going to make a few changes here and there. Don't think I'm making too many more changes on the offensive line or anything. That's good how it is. But what we are going to change is on the defense. Charles Snowden, our rookie, I have him at the linebacker position, backing up Khalil Hudson, and also have him at the defensive line spot. Last game, I think I talked about possibly putting him at defensive end. I think that is going to be the move I end up making because I was just looking at his stats more or less, and he really sucks at coverage. And the dude is freaking 6'7", like 84, 85 speed. He has like decent enough block shit. I mean, he's a rookie. I still have to develop him a little bit. But I think that's going to be his go-to position. So we're going to go ahead and try that out for today. But first and 10 from the 25-yard line, our first possession. See if we can recreate that one-play touchdown with Antonio Gibson. Doesn't get the one-play touchdown, but picks up the first down up to the 37-yard line. First and 10 from there, we're going to go ahead and try to put the ball in the air with Dwayne Haskins. Ends up connecting with Steve Smith on the drag route. Picks up a huge gain up across midfield. But there is a flag on the play. It's going to be illegal contact on Devin White. We'll go ahead and accept that penalty. Probably should have declined it. We had a lot more yardage on it. Huge brain fart there by me. But first and 10 from that, we're going to hand the ball off to Antonio Gibson. He's loose again all the way up to the 35-yard line across midfield. But that play's coming back. Logan Thomas or someone ended up holding. First and 15 now. Dwayne Haskins rolling out to his right. He's going to chuck this one up deep to Terry McLaurin in double coverage. Luckily for him, that one was not intercepted. I thought that I was going to cross the line of scrimmage with Dwayne Haskins, and I was trying to slide because I saw the corner come out. I was like, I'm not taking a hit with Haskins. But I guess he's a little bit slower than I thought. He didn't get anywhere near the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 6 here. Haskins hit as he's thrown. Would have rather had that ball fall incomplete, but Steve Sims ends up coming back and making that catch. And Washington goes 3-0 on their first possession, bringing the defense onto the field for the first time. Going to check out this defense, see what we can do up against Lamar Jackson. Yes. It's still surreal to me, the fact that someone traded, or the Ravens user traded Lamar Jackson away. Like, no, I don't think anybody's ever done that in any of the CFMs that I'm in. First and 10 from the 41-yard line, handing it off to their running back. Looks like the Giants have a nice little duo in the running back position. I can't remember. I don't know who this guy is. I think he might be a rookie. But then they also have Bo Scarborough in the running back position. Running the Wildcat here with their 2 running backs. Able to pick up the first down, but there is another flag on the play. This is like the 3rd or 4th flag in the first quarter. Like, come on, refs. Like, let us play a little bit. 2nd and 9 from the 45-yard line. What's his name? Lamar Jackson ends up connected with his running back on a swing route. Picks up the first down up to the 33-yard line. Giants seem to be moving the ball right now. 1st and 10, Jackson back to throw. Ends up hitting his tight end, Evan Ingram, who ends up running into Montez Sweat, stopping him for a gain of 1 yard on that play. 2nd and 9 from the 32-yard line. Jackson's going to look to take a deep shot, but ends up finding Troy Apke. Comes away with the interception, unable to shake Lamar Jackson. I mean, who can really shake Lamar Jackson? Returns this ball up to the 43-yard line, and Washington's right back in position with the ball. Ooh, way to take that hit and hold on to the ball. But right in position, trying to get the first points up on the board. 2nd and 2 from the 49-yard line. Going to keep it on the ground with Antonio Gibson. I'm surprised I didn't sub him out after taking that huge shot. Antonio Gibson doesn't really fumble. Besides that one fumble that oh gosh, throwing into double coverage with Dwayne Haskins. Horrible read right there by me. Shouldn't have never thrown that ball. Just really forced that. But like I said, I was surprised I didn't put like Peyton Barber or J.D. McKissick. I normally like to take my running backs out if they take a huge hit like that because I don't know. Ever since Antonio Gibson had that one fumble in the divisional round, I'm just like, something's not right. But 2nd and 7, speaking of a fumble, I think that was Bo Scarborough putting the ball on the ground. Cole Holcomb on the recovery. Yeah, I saw that coming. My opponent's going to go ahead and pause this. Try to, challenge the fumble. But I don't know. There's just like some weird thing. Like the play was over for a minute there, as you saw. Like Cole Holcomb's dancing around with the ball. But it's a booth review. It's not a actual challenge by him. But it doesn't matter anyway. The ball stays in his hands. 3rd and inches now from the 50-yard line. Lamar Jackson's going to hand the ball off to the running back. Picks up the first down. Across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Lamar Jackson sending his running back out in motion. For whatever reason, my corners decide to flip sides of the field. And Lamar Jackson's going to take a deep shot for Claypool, but ends up finding Kendall Fuller. Gets the interception at like the 5-yard line. Returns it all the way back up to the 40-yard line. And this has been a very awkward first half for both teams. A lot of turnovers. A lot of horrible throws and horrible decisions in general from both quarterbacks. At some point in time, someone's going to put points up on the board. I hope it's me first. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line, running the jet sweep here with Steven Sims. See if he can turn the corner, and that one is blown up by Darnell Savage. End up actually losing 4 yards on that play. 2nd and 14 from midfield. Dwayne Haskins looking to put this ball in the air again, looking for his running back, not McKissick. McKissick is who I normally throw it to, but looking for Antonio Gibson, just unable to make the catch there. 3rd and 14, forcing it across the middle of the field. Had Antonio Gibson open in the flats, but I thought Steven Sims was going to be able to beat the quarterback, Minkah Fitzpatrick there, but he ran like a horrible route. End up getting picked off for our 2nd interception in the day. I can't put that one all on Dwayne Haskins. The one to Terry McLaurin was all on Dwayne Haskins. This one, I feel like that one belongs to Steven Sims, even though it's going to show up on Dwayne Haskins' stat sheet. 2nd and 5, a short gain of 3 yards there. Brings up a 3rd and 2 from the 37-yard line. Giants across midfield here, running the hurry-up offense that they seem to always run every single time we play them. I don't know if that's just a scheme against me or if that's just his scheme in general. But ends up picking up the first down, gained the 4 yards, gained 4 yards on that, 3rd down run. 1st and 10, sticking with that hurry-up offense. Claypool in motion from the 34-yard line. Lamar Jackson is under center, and he's going to snap this ball, play action, and end up hitting Evan Ingram on the drag route. Breaks a tackle from Reuben Foster. I don't know about that one. I mean, I did go for the hit stick. Maybe a conservative tackle would have been better in that situation, but I felt like his momentum was carrying him to the sideline. The hit stick was the better option. Apparently not. Madden says I was wrong. 2nd and 10 here. 2-minute warning approaching. Lamar Jackson is not going to get this snap off, and they're going to wait until this after the 2-minute warning get this snap from the 17-yard line. Lamar Jackson in the shotgun formation, looking for his his running back, and completely overthrew him. Had him open in the flats, but it's just a horrible throw there by Lamar Jackson. 3rd and 10 from the 17-yard line, ends up hitting Miles Boykins across the middle on the in route. Lamar Jackson, not the best throwing stats so far. 4-7, 39 yards, I believe it said. 1 interception. Go ahead and hand the ball off to his running back here on 1st and goal. Is able to fight his way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. Chase Young shoots the gap. Need Chase Young to come through and get a sack of Lamar Jackson. He had a huge game against Dak Prescott. Hasn't put a sack up on the board here. And on 3rd and goal, they're going to run the quarterback power with Lamar Jackson. And that's the thing you got to worry about with Lamar Jackson, his run threat. And especially that series, or not that series, that what's it called? That I don't know. But anyways, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Dwayne Haskins taking a quick shot to his rookie tight end, Freiermuth. Fryermuth, something like that. Just call him Pat. Pat gets his way all the way down to the 1 yard line. First and goal from the one with 34 seconds left in the second quarter after we call our timeout, our first timeout. Antonio Gibson's going to punch that one into the end zone and answer the New York Giants touchdown with a touchdown of our own. After a roughing the kicker penalty, we're kicking off from midfield. Try to pin them back at the 1 yard line, see if we can get some kind of like surge. End up stopping him before he got to the 20 yard line, so I guess it worked out. First and 10 from the 18 yard line. Going to hand the ball off to a running back. Doesn't get much. Gets 2 yards. Washington's going to call a timeout. See if we can get something to go in our favor. Maybe Lamar Jackson will throw another one to us. Or maybe we can actually force a fumble and actually get it this time. But on 2nd and 7, Lamar Jackson's going to go to Evan Ingram. We get the fumble, and it's recovered by Reuben Foster for the moment. You know how Madden is. I'm waiting. I'm not even picking my play. I'm just waiting to see what happens. And there it is. Like always, like clockwork, the booth review comes in, overturns our fumble, gives the ball right back to the Giants from the 43-yard line with 16 seconds left. Unfortunately, the clock is not ticking. First and 10, Lamar Jackson goes right back to his tight end, Evan Ingram, gets out of bounds to the 32-yard line, saving the 2 timeouts that the Giants have left. They're going to run the Wildcat formation right here. Luckily, his running back ran into the back of his lineman. Ends up getting tripped up at the 27-yard line with 6 seconds left. Lamar Jackson's going to drop back to throw. Ends up finding Evan Ingram, and we stop him at the 2 and hold him up long enough for the quarter to drop, or the time to run off on the quarter. Giants are unable to call timeout, so good job by our defense. I'm just glad we didn't hit them and like drop them immediately. Give them a chance to call timeout, put that 3 points up on the board, because with them getting the ball back to start the half, that really sucked going down 10 points potentially, going down 10 points potentially if we don't stop them on their first possession after halftime. But don't have to worry about that here. Just got to worry about doing our job here. On the first drive, end up stopping him on a 2nd and 3 run with that's not Bo Scarborough, that's the other running back. Don't know that guy's name, but ends up bringing up a 3rd and 3 after Khalil Hudson ends up making that tackle at the 31-yard line. Lamar Jackson still running that hurry-up offense under center, gets the snap off, and ends up finding Miles Boykins again on the slant route, just completely torching our defense right now. Someone's got to step up and make a play for us. First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Running back runs across midfield to the opposite 47-yard line for a gain of 5 yards. 2nd and 5 from the 47. Handing it right back off to the guy. Doesn't get anything right there. Gets stopped right back at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5. I was about to say Ravens. The Giants running hurry-up offense here from the 48-yard line. How are they at the 48-yard line if they didn't gain anything? They should be at the 47-yard line. Madden. That's all I got to say, Madden. But anyways, ended up changing the play up there. I didn't like the way that my team got shifted around. Called the quick timeout. 3rd and 5. Got our defense set up, and we ended up knocking that ball out of Evan Ingram's hands. Brings up a 4th and 5. Lamar Jackson and the Giants are going to go for it from here. And, we had the stop. That's going to be defensive pass interference. Landon Collins got a little hit stick happy there. I thought the ball, I guess it was an overthrow by Lamar. If I didn't hit stick him, Fuller would have had an interception. Speaking of having an interception, if I would have went for it right there, I got to learn to use that acrobat ability. I can get a little bit more risky with Kendall Fuller now that he has acrobat on him. Might get like those glitchy interception animations. I got to remember that instead of going for the swat right there, because he probably would have walked into the end zone there. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Lamar Jackson's going to hand the ball to Bo Scarborough, who gets inside the 20, actually gets stopped right at the 20-yard line for a 2nd and 3. Lamar Jackson sending Bo Scarborough in motion this time. Going to throw it out to him on the little bubble screen, and he ends up gaining a yard somehow. Looked like Kendall Fuller had him tackled for a loss of a yard on that play, actually. 3rd and 2 here from the 19-yard line. Bo Scarborough in motion again. Lamar Jackson's going to snap it and hand it off to his other running back. Gains 1 yard to the 18-yard line for a 4th and 1. Lamar Jackson and the Giants are going to go for it one more time, see if they can pick up this first down. Hitting Bo Scarborough in the flats, and Emmanuel Mosley chops him down at the 2-yard line. But Bo Scarborough falls into the end zone for a Giants touchdown and the lead. Very, very, very long first drive for the Giants there. Kind kind of my own fault. If I didn't get that penalty with Landon Collins, we would have had the turnover and we would have been on our own march. But here we are, 2 minutes left here in the third quarter, on our first possession of the third quarter. And it almost ended right there with Dwayne Haskins throwing it away there. Somehow, some way, he was able to squeeze that one in there to Terry McLaurin. 3rd and 3 from the 32-yard line. And again, Dwayne Haskins almost throws it away. Somehow, some way, squeezing that one into Terry McLaurin. I think that was because he ended up clicking onto his cornerback and ended up pulling him down and out of the way. But 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line, handed off to Antonio Gibson, who's up the sideline into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Able to tie the game up at 14 points apiece. Bringing our defense back on the field. We need our defense to come up big. Stopping this offense. We force turnovers. We've shown that we can force turnovers. We just need to be able to hold on to them afterwards. Those 2 fumbles end up getting overturned by the booth. We can't do anything about that. But the interceptions that we had, or the interception that we had, come on, I got to do better. I got to do better. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line, starting the fourth quarter right here. Lamar Jackson throwing, ends up finding Jonnu Smith, who takes a shot from Montez Sweat, fumbles the ball. Cole Holcomb recovers it, and this is what I'm talking about. Washington now has the ball from the 37-yard line, looking to go up finally in this game. Running the Wildcat formation with Antonio Gibson. Looked like he had a lane, but beautiful coverage there by the Giants defense, able to stop him in the backfield for a loss of 1. Looked like he probably could have got 15 plus on that, but he will get 15 plus on the 2nd down of 11. Hand the ball off to Antonio Gibson. He's going to get 39 exactly into the end zone for a Washington touchdown, his 2nd of the game, and the lead. Bringing this Washington defense back out on the field after we've already caused technically 1 turnover. If you really look at things, I say about 4 or 5. See if we can just come up with 1 more, or just force a 3 and out, something. 2nd and 6 here from the 30-yard line. Giants want to go back to the Wildcat formation, running it with, what's his name, Salias, something like that. Ends up getting a huge gain across midfield. No, not across midfield yet. Gets up to the 49-yard line exactly. Beautiful throw there by Lamar Jackson on 1st down. Ends up finding his tight end, Jonnu Smith, across midfield to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, running the jet sweep here with Bo Scarborough. Turns the corner, runs into Emmanuel Mosley, spins away from him, but ends up going down by Troy Apke at the 26-yard line after a gain of 4 yards. 2nd down, Lamar Jackson's going to drop back to throw. Ends up finding his running back, Salias, something like that, on the little, I don't know if it was a hitch route that he threw early or if it was a streak route, something like that. But it gets all the way down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal from the 10. Lamar Jackson and the Giants in scoring position, looking to tie this game up. Lamar has the guy in motion. It's Jonnu Smith on the jet sweep. Chase Young hops on his back at the 5-yard or at the 6-yard line, bring him down. 2nd and goal from the 6. Lamar Jackson sending his his running back in motion. Thought it was to block, but no, it's to set up the run, and he gets into the end zone with the help of Troy Apke, who kind of gave him a little oomph into the end zone. And now this game is tied up, but I'm happy with exactly where this is right now. We need Dwayne Haskins to manage the clock. We don't need you to make any big throws. We don't need you to walk us down, throw us all the way down the field. We can methodically drive down the field, run the ball a little bit with Antonio Gibson, maybe throw the ball here and there with you, just some little drag routes or whatever, and just work our way down into field goal range. I'm fine with taking a field goal. Perfectly fine with taking a field goal. Just do not throw an interception. 4th and 2 from the 33-yard line. This is a big play right here, and Haskins ends up coming through. Ooh! Steven Sims ends up taking a huge shot at the 46-yard line, but held onto the ball. 1st and 10 from the 46, handing the ball off to Antonio Gibson. Picks up the 1st down, is brought down at the 42-yard line for a 1st down Washington. 1st and 10 running the Wildcat formation with Antonio Gibson. Doesn't gain much, maybe about 3 yards. Under 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Washington is slowly starting to creep into that field goal position. We might be there already, and Haskins almost threw it away, looking for the rookie tight end, and the Giants just broke on it. Beautiful play by him. 3rd and 6, needed a big play, and Haskins comes through, ends up finding Antonio Gibson in the flats, gets out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 28. Hand the ball off to Antonio Gibson. I'm holding that R1 button. We do not need him getting stripped or getting big hit and fumbling the ball in this situation right now. 2nd and 3 from the 22-yard line. We're handing it off to Antonio Gibson. Just keep running this ball. 3rd and 2 from the 20. Haskins looking to throw. Smart decision. Didn't have anybody open. Looked like we might have had our tight end, but we didn't want to force anything there. It ended up getting a throw out of sack animation. 4th and 2, though, from the 20-yard line. Surprising decision here by the Giants. They're not going to call a timeout to try to ice Dustin Hopkins. And I'm perfectly fine with that if you're not going to ice me. We'll go ahead and just make this kick even easier for me. Washington takes the 24-21 lead. With 10 seconds left here in the game, we just need our defense to come up and just hold them. Do not let them get in field goal range. And don't give up any deep one-play touchdowns. But 1st and 10, Lamar Jackson and the offense have bigger worries than that. Don't even get the snap off there. End up causing a delay of game there. 1st and 15 from the 20-yard line. Jackson under pressure is going to throw it up to Jonnu Smith. And that one's intercepted. Fabian Monroe all over him on that one. It's going to end the ball game right there with the interception. Washington's going to move on to 2-0. Giants are going to drop down to 0-2. Huge game in this weird season, weird schedule. Kind of crazy that we started out with 2 division games, but hey, I'm just glad that we started out with 2 wins with these 2 division games. So leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe for more Washington football team franchise gameplays, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later. Oh, P.S. Kind of a spoiler alert, but big things are coming in this week 3 video in this franchise, so don't miss it. Later.